Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, I should say. How is everybody doing? Let me know that you all can hear me. If you'd please type the number 1 in that chat box in our comments section to let me know that you can. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you, Jim. PK, afternoon. Hey, Jeff. Is your typical 3. Brenda, good morning. Wendy, Brian, excellent. Thank you, everybody. Haley, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to this week's Power Hour. Guys, we got a couple things I want to get through first to get us started. First off, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. As we go through, there's a lot of stuff happening this week. Got Trading You coming up on August 3rd. Can you believe August 1st already? A good friend of mine, one of our students, Rick, puts something on his Facebook page the other day that said there's this many days till Labor Day and this many days till Christmas. And I just want to reach through the computer and slap him. I'm like, stop. I don't want that many days left until Christmas, until it snows. And it's too close, no matter when it is. 100 years away is too close for me. Oh, we got Patterns in a Flash coming up, Monster Market Movers. Mastermind, of course, this Tuesday night. Power Hour, Trading Coaches Playbook on their regular schedule. Brandon's got a brand new training, never out before, how to trade the markets. And Brandon's basically going to show you what it takes to trade the way that he trades, from futures to equities and spreads and so forth. Power option plays Covered Call Explorer are on regular schedule. Brandon is on a modified schedule. He goes on vacation, I think, Wednesday of this week, and he's out until next week. So for those of you that are subscribers to one of his trainings, we'll just extend your subscription out. Don't worry about it. Whenever someone's on vacation, we always do that. Right, here's our follow us page. Make sure that you are following along to the various social platforms that we have out there. And then the great freebies, guys. You know, if you have not been to our website, tradinglikeaboss.com, there is just a ton of free trainings, free things that are up there, guys. Power Hour Trading Coaches Playbook. It's the easiest way to go and register for it. Every week, it's right there. Boom, chaka-laka-laka. You can go right there and register. 30 Days of Trading Success. If you've not watched that training, you need to, guys. We had a huge influx this weekend of people watching it. Fibonacci, Today's Power Indicator, Trade with Rob. All of these are great sites, guys. All great. And they're all free. There's nothing up here. There's no cost. It's all free training for you. Right. And I want to know if you guys have seen our new page. Let me see if I can get it open here. Our new newsletter, which comes out on the weekend. Our Sunday newsletter, instead of it being instead of it being an email with all the details in it, it's actually taking you over to a page. It's taking a little bit to open up, but it's taking you over to a page where all the details are on the page instead. So instead of us trying to cram all this information in on an email, which becomes very difficult for those, especially that read it on your phones, the page becomes a lot easier than an email to control the way it comes out, because Gmail might display something differently than MSN does or than Verizon does or whomever. So this way we were able to control it in there. So there's a brand new update that we're doing every week. Right now, I'm doing it. We're going to have maybe some of the other coaches doing it as well, but we're calling this our Traders Market Intelligence Report. So this is me. I think it was about 6.5 minutes. I did it Friday after the market closed, and we got it up there in time for our Sunday email. But this is my market outlook for this upcoming week, right? So definitely worth it. It's all transcribed, so you can read more about it as well. Here's the great freebie stuff right here, right? Little banner and learn more. Of course, our social media. Our class schedule, you can click right on, well, you will be able to. They don't have it yet, but you will be able to click on these icons and they'll take you to the links to register for them. And then down here, we've got the earnings, right? Some of the top earnings that are out there, you can see who they are. Fridays are always light days, right? And then the upcoming economic reports, the important economic reports. So we put this page together. First off, I'd like to know how many of you have actually seen this page up to this point. And it will change. This will not remain stagnant. In other words, next week, new economic reports, new earnings, new email, or not email, but video from me. But those of you that have seen this page, give me a 1 for yes. You can give me a 2 for no. But you can bookmark it. It's wealthbuildershq.com/newsletter is where you'll find it. And every week you can go right to that page and you can check it out. So mostly no's. Jim said, yes, I've seen the new page. It looks great. Excellent. Good. Yeah, I hear you, Jim. Oh, yeah. Well, hope everything is better there, Helen, with that smoky air. Okay. So it's a great little page, guys. Bookmark it out there. Lee dropped a link to the page in there, everybody. So you can just click it, save it, right? But it comes out on Sunday. We kind of update it on Friday, right? But we don't send an email out about it until Sunday. You may get a follow-up on it, but it should be out in our Sunday email. Again, market intelligence report, right? Traders market intelligence report. All right, we're going to add a few more things to it. This was our first iteration to it. We're going to continue to build and expand on here, but I am really stoked about what my graphics, everybody, content, the team has been able to put together here is just fantastic. All right. Also, those of you that are in Brandon's E-mini think tank, you now are starting to receive an email every day. Today was the first day. All right. Let me see if I could find where we had it. But today was the first day that you would have received an email with, let me see, did it go in this folder? I may have moved it already. From Brandon. Anyway, he's doing his trading report that he puts together before he starts E-mini Think Tank. You're actually going to have a copy of it before the market even opens up, before his class starts. Market is open already, right? I meant the 9:30 a.m. market. But you already have a copy of that in your email. You will if you're a member of his training automatically. We send that email out. Lee sends it out religiously starting today, every Monday, every day that Brandon has E-mini, that goes out religiously. So look for that as well. I mean, just there's so much happening, folks. That's why being here is so important. Excellent. Good. All right. Let me put this down, minimize that for a momentito, if we could. All right, I don't want to do anything with that just yet. So let's talk about your trades, folks. Drop them in. This is all about sharing. Sharing is caring. You want to become a better trader, start to talk more about trading, start to show others what you're doing, start to teach others what you do. Those are the types of things that will help grow you immensely, tremendously as a trader if you start to do that. Share your trades here, open it up. Funded, not funded, I don't care. Made money, lost money, broke even, I don't care. It's all about getting it out there and you're trading, and sharing what you do. I'm a big advocate of pushing on that. And folks, listen, every one of you have the exact same opportunity. There's no one here that has a special opportunity or anything else. You know, Sean, who works in our office, right? When he took this job quite a few years ago now, he was the first person we brought on after I had Amelia start with me. And when he took this job, he was very excited because he had an interest in trading. He's got other things going on in life. He did some, not as much. He's now built a family fund that he's trading for he and his family, right? Today, this is the first day of trading today. I think he said he did 2 or 3 trades this morning. I think it was 2. This morning that he did. It's all SPY type trades. That's it. That's all he's doing is SPY. He's got a very specific system he's built. He took a lot of what I put together, some of what Amelia put together, some of what Brandon put together, and he built his own trading system out from there, and he's built his way up. He doesn't have any special privilege, folks. He's got to take the training just like you do, right? I can show it to him just like I do here with you. I can answer his question just like I do with you. The difference is for him is he's doing it. He's actually out there and he's doing what he needs to do. You got the same opportunity, folks. Take advantage of that. That's why getting involved, going to the great freebies, right? And just keep checking every week religiously. Here, write a list, okay? Religiously, you should be looking at the Wealth Builders HQ calendar, which is on that newsletter now, right? So you should be looking at the calendar of what's coming up, okay? Of whatever trainings we've got going on. There'll be free trainings up here, whatever it is, right? They'll all be listed here, okay? And here you can link to the full calendar, right? Click on that and it'll take you right there. So you want to check what's going on our calendar every week. Go to the website, look into the members area, look at the calendar, and check out everything that's going on. Where it says free workshops, whatever it is, you should be taking every one of them. Every single free workshop that's there. Now, if there's 2 of the same in a week, I understand. You don't have to do that because they're the same class, but it doesn't matter. But Rob, I don't really have an interest in SPX. What if Brandon says one thing that helps push you over the edge as a better trader, a more profitable trader, or finally profitable trader, right? Take every free training you can get your hands on, right? So go to the calendar every week. Go look at the newsletter page every week. Set an automatic, an alert, an alarm, a reminder in your calendar to go to the Trading Like a Boss page every week. We don't have a specific day we update it on. We probably should. We don't right now, though. But you're going to see new things added in there. There's something we talked about today. There's actually 2 more freebie things that we're doing that are going up there. One is a video training series I did on trading news candidates, just like I do in the morning, right? Another one is with my TradeStation templates. You'll be able to download them there. And even if you don't use TradeStation, we're going to show you how to incorporate this into any trading platform that allows you to modify your screens. Any trading platform can do, right? So just plan on doing that each and every week, folks. We just go out there and dig into everything that you can out there, right? All of that to give you guys a moment to drop your trades in here. Okay, so Brandon said no trades yet today. Got a late start. I understand. Jeff said 2 trades, and then, well, SPY, not SPX. Okay, 2 trades on the SPY, up $2. And so one of them was up $2. The other one was up 25 cents this morning. Great job, Jeff. PK, SPY, $250, still in the NEO and Boeing spreads. So PK, where did you find NEO and Boeing? Where did they come from today? Let's see. So we've got market alerts. And we're not market alerts today. So where'd you find NEO and Boeing? From me. See, folks, again, freebies, right? You need to be engaged with our Instagram page. You need to be engaged with our Facebook page, right? Every day, right? And when I say every day I can, which is almost every day, I am doing 2 videos first thing in the morning. The first one is a video that shows you the candidates that I'm looking at today. 3 of them is what I shoot for, 3 candidates. The second one is a pre-market update of the indexes, gold, oil, and crypto, okay? Both of them are under a minute. They're under a minute just to meet the rules of what Reels wants and YouTube wants and so forth, right? You want to check that out every day. Guys, here, I'll show you. This is how the video went this morning. Let's start off with the candidates from last week. It says yesterday's picks, right? Apple, right? And let's see, we're going to scroll back on this one so we can get the previous day, right? Apple came out with their earnings, great news, good move up, bada bing, bada boom. Credit spread worked amazing. Even a directional trade worked very well from where we opened about 160, closed at 162.5. Great trade, right? Amazon, same thing, guys. On Amazon, we got to scroll back on it, right? Nice move to the upside on Amazon from their gap up, right? And then what happened? Right? We just stayed there. So great credit spread. It was about 30 cents or so, 25 cents on a credit spread. And then Chevron, CVX, they had made a move up, but what was more important on their move was they rocked. So if you took a directional trade, which I did not, but if you took a directional trade on this one, you crushed it. If you took a credit spread on it, it was about 20 or 25 cents on the credit spread, depending on how much you negotiated it down. But all 3 of these, great candidates. For today, big airplane, they're in the news again, right? Great move to the upside on Boeing today, right? Had a nice opportunity. Boeing's been on our list now 3 times in the last week and a half or so, right? Alibaba fighting to stay on the New York Stock Exchange. That one didn't work out as well. And then NEO was a naked put. And I actually have 2 of the trades I've got down for today were Boeing and NEO, and SPY was my other one. Boeing and NEO are trades that I did today, right? Again, everything we talk about is non-funded, right? So, and that's PK saying I'm still in those trades right now. Okay? That's where PK got that information from, was today in the free trainings, Instagram, YouTube, we put it up on, Facebook, we put it on. I think it's going up on LinkedIn now. So you need to be checking these things out. Need to be checking them out. Let's see. But great job, PK, on the 250 on SPY. John said Friday's trade Roku and Las Vegas Sands naked put cash flow $700. Ka-ching. Nice job. They came off cover call Explorer. Let's see. Jennifer said awesome there. You got it. Great job, Jennifer. Right. Paula said first trade SPY 6% profit, second trade SPY 1% loss. Okay, there you go. 6% profit. The next one that went against you 1% loss. That's a 6-to-1 reward risk ratio. Right? I like it. I like it a lot. 6-to-1. Let's see. Trader Will said close one contract of Target for $1,140. Nice job, Will. You're welcome, PK. Let's see. Oh, Lee dropped in our Instagram, folks. You can go ahead and just subscribe to that puppy right there. It's a piece of cake. Thanks for that, Lee. PK said, and next to them, and next to do them with real bucks. There you go. Robert said Boeing, bull put spread, good profit. Q's was a scalp with good profits. Nice. PK said congrats, John and Will. There you go. There you go, folks. Ooh, woo, scusa mia. So if I take you back inside of here, many of you know Amelia's our head trader, right? And she does an absolutely amazing job. Her retirement has actually put her in a place of having more time to trade and less time to do stuff for wealth builders. And when I say her retirement, her semi-retirement, right? She's only putting a couple hours a week in right now. That's it, comparative to what she was doing. So here today was a debit spread. She calls it debit spread magic. And this was on Home Depot, the Depot. All right. So you can see 932 is on the bottom in green and 954 is on the top line in red. Vertical spread, debit spread, which means she's laying cash out of her pocket. She had the 302 half and the 305s, right? Buy and sell to open with a debit of 96 cents. That means 96 cents is the most she can lose on that trade. Excuse me. She got out of that trade 22-ish minutes later. Yeah, 22 minutes later. They paid her a credit of $1.65, right? So what does that mean? She laid out $1. Let's just call it $1, make it easy. We're not trying to do math here. We're trying to get the general concept. She laid out $1 and she got back $1.65. All right. She made a 65-cent profit on this trade, 71% in 22 minutes. You got to love it. You got to love it. Got to love it. Right. And then here was the Qs. Now the Qs SPY, when Amelia trades them, 13 contracts. Her other trades, 3. She's very much into fib numbers. Everywhere she can relate life back to fibs, she's using it, right? So in trades as well. So here on the Qs, she bought to open at 945. She bought 13 contracts at 279, right? If you did one contract, just one, where does it open up? 2.79 times 100 shares. You're looking at $279 to do this trade. You don't need a lot of money to enter into this position at all. Qs, SPY are not requiring a lot of cash. Remember, Qs and SPY expire. I was going to say retire. Expire 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Occasionally, you'll find some Thursdays in there also. Right? So she got in at 279, right? And got out at 954. So 9 minutes. Yep, 9 minutes. 35% rate of return. She sold it at 378 was the selling price. So again, we'll call it about $1 there, right? 99 cents. But we're getting in the trade and making $99 per contract. If you did one contract and you had 99 cents times 100 shares, that's $99 now per contract. If you did the 13, excuse me, that Amelia did, you're up $1,287. For some of you, you can call your boss and say, listen, I'm going home. I don't feel well. I'm done for the day. Now, we're not talking mega millions, $1.28 billion winnings here. All right. But folks, learn how to do this. What if you're only right 3 out of 5 days a week? What if you don't even find a trade except one day a week because life's very busy? What if you don't do all 13 contracts and you start with one and you only make $100 a day? Just 1, 2, 3 days a week. That's it. Don't shoot for millions and, you know, huge win ratios. I win on 98% of my trades. Whoa, I need you to show me what you're doing, because I don't win on anywhere near 98% of my trades. So I'd be very happy to learn exactly what you're doing in there to win on 98%, right? We win on 70-ish percent, 75, 70, 75, depending on the strategy. All right, let's see what you guys got for comments there. Yeah, over $200 in 22 minutes. Nice, Robert said. Exactly. Brendan said, awesome. As always, Amelia beats a zero. Yep, it sure does. It sure does. And then, guys, if you look, so Boeing, right? Let me see what I got on Boeing here. 157.5, 155 credit spread was 30 cents earlier this morning. Right. Let's see. I had the option chain closed. Let's pull that back up. Let me just move this too wide. All right. 57.5, 55. So right now we got 30 cents for it. Right now it is 13 cents to get out of the trade. So about half of the profit is there. Right. So I like it a lot. And then you got Neo. Right. Was the other one. Baba was not one that worked for me. So Neo had a nice move. Neo was just a naked put. I wasn't going to bother going with a spread on a $20 stock, but we looked at 19 halves on Neo. We got 30 cents. Was it 19 half? 19 half on Neo for this week. We got 30 cents right now. It is 38 cents. So a little bit higher to get out of it from where we got in, but I'm fine. If they make me buy the stock, guys, what am I going to do? I'm immediately going to turn around and I'm going to sell the 21s for 39 cents. It's okay. I don't mind owning Neo at all. Alibaba is trying to, fighting to try to stay on the S&P 5. New York Stock Exchange, right? NYSE. So, and they had a quick pop. Okay, so let me back up. So what you need to see on Alibaba, why Alibaba went to nothing from a potential trade. And that is me going and waiting for TradeStation to finally react. There we go. Okay. So look at the move on BABA, right? From overnight session, right? Here we are at 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? Gapped up on the news and it dropped. And guys, look what it did. It came all the way back and opened pretty darn close to where we closed. So there was nothing to trade there. The news didn't do anything for it. So BABA became non-existent. It wasn't that way at 8 o'clock this morning, which it was up here at 8 o'clock, right about there, 7:50, 8 o'clock. So about 91, and it opened up at 89. So it had a big drop in there. So 2 of the 3 trades from this morning produced great results. So far, they're not closed out yet. The only one that I did that is closed out, and again, everything is for education. Look at that profit on Amazon, huh? Very nice. 100 shares. Guys, all it was, 100 shares. Let's go back here. Actually, I'm looking for this template right there. So SPY. Let's fix that. Needed corrections. So I saw the opening of where it was today. It was in between the pivots. I needed to wait for it to settle out. We pushed above, we retested and bounced. I took the bounce off of the pivot point, scale out of half the trade at the midpoint, the other half of the trade never at resistance, just below that resistance there. The move was 410.5 to 413. You had a 2.5 point move. What if you picked up $2? What if you only picked up $1 of that move? That's all. And your option had a 70 delta. Right? By the time it moved $2.50 the stock, even if you had a 65 delta, you should be at 7. Right? You move $2.50 on the stock price, you move $1 plus on your option price, right? I'll take it all day long. Right? You don't need to crush it, you don't need to hit it out of the park. You just need to be consistent and bat well over and over and over and over again. And are there going to be days that do better than others? See, There are, yes, without a doubt, there will be days where you will crush it. There will be days that will be very slow moving, right? We have it all the time. That's not what I wanted to do. Wrong link. I want to bring up this tracking sheet. Here, guys, these are trades that were done Thursday and Friday of last week and power option plays, right? Did we have some go against us? We sure did. We had 2 trades right there go against us, right? 2 of the, we had 12 minus 3, 9. We had 9 trades in total, 2 went against us, right? So if we do 2 divided by 9, that's 22% of our trades went against us. We won on 78%. See the numbers I'm talking about? That's what I said. 70, 75% winners is what we wind up with. That's all. That's all. Right? For this week, it was, Thursday and Friday, it was 78% of the trades, right? But this week produced a $29,938 P&L. It took us just shy of $900,000 for the year on power option plays. Okay. So great setups in there. The big one was Tesla. Big one was Tesla in there. And the only 4 contract trade we had was booking. Everything else were 10s. Okay. Yeah, Jim said, way to go to all of those on traders who are making great trades. Appreciate that, Jim. Karen said, drip up and down, melt up and down. There you go. Right? So, and again, guys, I'm not, people think I do this to impress you. I don't. That's, if that's what you think, then you don't really know me. I don't do it to impress you. I do it to impress upon you that there are some things that you can do in the market. What if I did 10 contracts? What if you only did 1? What if instead of $28,000, you made 1/10 of that, $2,800? What if you didn't take some of these and you didn't take the biggest one in there, and instead of $2,800, you made $1,000, right? You took the top 1 or 2 companies out of there. See where I'm going with this, right? There's a lot of opportunity on trading. It's just a matter of knowing the how, right? Knowing the why, knowing the when, knowing what to do. Yeah, sure. That was probably Brenda, right? Absolutely, Brenda. We can look at Qs here. I never got to look at it today as a potential trade setup, right? But we pushed up on the Q. So on this initial move, we're in the middle of nowhere, right? So I would have done nothing on this candle here, but this next candle we closed above and we retested. There's the entry on the bounce. Where's the target? Target 1 is just under the pivot point, the midpoint right there, and target 2 is there. You're talking about a 15 minutes max amount of time if you want the whole candles, because they're 5-minute candles, 15 minutes in that trade. And then what happened? We pulled back all the way down to the midpoint. I'm not interested in still being there. Mr. Miyagi, best block, no be there, right? Just don't want to be there. Out the way, baby. Out the way. All right. The nice thing is I don't define the pivots. They're defined automatically. So I have nothing to really do with this to prep it. It just happens. All right. So great job to those of you that are killing it on the trades. Will, over $1,000. That's fantastic. I'm loving it. Right. And I know some of you are still hesitant on trading, but here's the thing. If you're testing a strategy, you should be making an attempt every single day to find something to trade if you're testing a strategy out. I don't mean force it. If it doesn't fit the rules, don't trade it. But if not, you should be looking at a different strategy, just straightforward day trades or whatever it is, just trying to learn. And the only way you're going to do that is hitting the darn enter button, right? Enter, 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 enter. See, that's what the enter button looks like right there, in case you're not familiar with it, right? There's another one on the keyboard. It's a little further down. It's right there. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Can't see upside down, sideways. It's right there, right? You got to get really good. And somebody like you being a wise ass. Yeah, I am. I really am. Because there are some traders that I know, let me rephrase that. There are some individuals that I know that have had a focus on trading for a very long time, but have not hit the enter button. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it. I would never call out a name on it because I know who they are. A lot of them, not all, but a lot of them. I would never call a name out on it, but it hurts. It really does that we go through all this work and effort to try to train and someone doesn't take the next step, which is nothing more than practice, practice, practice. And I get it that life gets in the way. You're busy. You're waiting for a new computer. You know, when my wife told me that we were pregnant, you ready for the stupid question I asked her? How'd that happen? How did what? How did that happen? She said, you don't know? I said, you don't know what, you know what I mean. We weren't trying to have a baby. And my answer was basically, I'm not ready. And her answer was priceless. You never will be. This is the best thing that could have happened because you would never be ready. And it's absolutely the best thing that's ever happened to me was having our girls, right? Just, y'all know if you have kids, right? Just absolutely outstanding, right? Love every minute of it. Still do, right? I was hanging out with my youngest daughter just a little while ago, right? We bought a brand new air fryer and I'm showing her how to use it. And she's in there cooking away. Dad, taste my chicken. Dad, taste my French fries. Right? Just hanging out, right? Guys, you need to put in the work, which means hitting enter. I don't care, but everything I'm doing is going against me. So learn from it. You didn't lose on it. You learned how it didn't work. Find a way that it works now. Find a way that it works. A lot of things came in across here. Let's see what we got. You got to be in it to win it. There you go, Roman. You got to be in it to win it. Jennifer said, it's been a long time. I just retired last Friday. Congrats, Jennifer. Congrats. Finally. Excellent. So we're going to focus on trading and learning. There you go. Trader Will said, Les Brown says, don't wait for perfection. Use what you got. Exactly. There you go. Karen said it's true. Brenda, I have the pivots on my charts on TOS, but only goes to S3 and R3 and don't have it show up on the charts with S and R. Oh, anything that's below the pivot point is S. It doesn't matter. You should know the support S is always down below. R is always above pivots. But there are other ones out there, guys. Is there anything on TOS that has it goes up to 405? Let's see. Jeff said, I said a similar comment to Linda's wife. Yeah, there you go. Is the air cooker worth it? Trader Will said, we bought an Instapot air cooker. My daughter cooked chicken nuggets in 6 minutes after preheat. So I did sweet potato fries this weekend in about 12 minutes. Yeah, well worth it for us. My wife cooked chicken in the oven. My daughter made chicken and potatoes, 2 batches. By the time my wife's chicken was done in the oven. So we loved it. Love it. PK said, closed 8 contracts on Boeing spread for $340. Let 2 contracts run. Yes. Great job, PK. Great job. PK said, Jennifer, the world is now yours. It sure is. Elsa said, a little bit of help understanding the power option plays that you send for placing the trade. Do we look at the delta value or for the call, just do the trade and number of FIPS? Okay. So Elsa, when I give a trade example on power option plays, again, as an example, let me go ahead and bring up an older tracking sheet. All right. So let's see, we got it in here. Okay, here we go. So if you look at Adobe, this is back on July 11th. Okay, it was for that Monday. So when you look at Adobe, it said day trade. Right? There are a series of clear and concise entries for that, Elsa, that we've got to use, and all that's in the trainings. The options for every one of these, only difference between a day trade and a swing trade is what expiration you use. Day trade, this said day trade on it for Adobe, you use this week's expiration, the shortest possible you use. We look for an option that has a 65 to 85 delta, closest to 65 with 100 or more open interest. That's in an ideal world. Chipotle Mexican Grill, you can't always get that. Booking, you can't always get that. Those positions are reserved for more aggressive traders. If you're newer to the market, those would not be the ones you start with. Right? We come out here and I saw on, let's see, managed trade was on Booking. By the way, that managed trade on Booking, just in case you guys are curious, that managed trade on Booking, if you didn't see it, was a $52,591.50 profit from June 28th to July 18th on Booking, right? Made our entire month for the month of July. Right there, that's going to be half our profit on that Booking trade, okay? Now I just don't remember what one I was on. All right, there we go. So NVIDIA said bearish below 154 aggressive. So Elsa, what does that mean? NVIDIA 65 to 85 delta, closest to 65. At least 3 weeks of time out, right? I'm sorry, at least 1 month of time out. We're looking for a full month away. So if I'm looking right now, let's go look at NVIDIA. Pretend this was NVIDIA that we're looking to trade right now. Where's my option chain? There we go. Let's just kind of move that off a little bit so I could still see it. And let's go here and let's go to NVIDIA. Okay. So also, if I'm looking today for a day trade on NVIDIA, here we are, front week, 65 to 85 delta. You know what? Let me grab a pen. All right. So here we've got 69 to 82. These are the 3 strikes that I would be working within right there. The 175, 77.5, 180. They all have enough open interest. Right? Bid-ask spread, nice, very tight. I would be looking at the 180s for today. That's if I'm doing this as a day trade. If I am swing trading this, I'm coming down to where I see at least 30 days away. I'm going to look here. Now, this is a weekly option, but it's 32 days out. We're going to come down here, 66 delta, 160 open interest, 72 delta, 269 open interest. Bid-ask spread is really sweet. It's undervalued. It should be trading at $20.08. It's trading at $18.80. I love everything about it. Sold if you're bullish on NVIDIA. So it doesn't matter what the position is. We're going to use the same rules for the options, except when the expiration date is. That changes, of course, that changes based on whether it's a day trade or a swing trade. Also, let me know if that was what you were looking for. Brenda said, I called and they said, no, they can't go up to 4 and 5. All right. Jim said, Edison and the light bulb, right? Took a lot of attempts till he figured out how to make the light bulb work. And when asked about it, how do you feel about the light bulb failing over 2,000 times? His answer was priceless. I didn't fail 2,000 times. I figured out 2,000 ways it didn't work. Wow. Powerful. Powerful man. Brenda said, go PK. Yeah, great job. Jennifer said, yes and amen. I recently posted the world is my oyster, ready for new adventures and new freedoms. There you go. Good, Elsa. I'm glad that helped. Right? So let me take you over here. Right? Is a recession imminent? And when my team asked me for a topic for today, and I gave it to him, I said, listen, don't ask me how to spell it. You can figure imminent out, whether it's an I or an E. I don't know and I don't care. The really cool thing is I don't need to know, right? And I have people much smarter than I am that work for me that can figure this out, right? I don't need to know that stuff. I don't need to be a mathematician. I don't need to be a brainiac. I don't need to be a genius. I don't need to be smart. I just need to know how to follow rules. Folks, the trade setups that we have are a recipe, right? It's just following the rules. Does that guarantee your success? No, absolutely not. Anything can happen, right? When I tell you this is the way that I enter a trade, you may exit differently than I did. You may have entered differently than I did, even though I told you these are the rules. I may have seen something else that happened, and then I went, oh, wait a second. Position 1 in the chair. We ain't trading that thing at this point. Heck, no. Right? It's just a matter of finding a comfort level, right? Is a recession imminent? Guys, when you look at the data so far, the answer is yes. When you look at people like Kathy Woods, who came out today and said, we're in a recession. Okay, boom, right? Just drop the bomb, right? We're in a recession. There are others out there that are like, no, it's, some of the economist type folks. No, we're not there yet. We're not in a recession. Call it yes, call it no, right? Here's the thing. Instead of worrying about, is it a recession? Is inflation kicking in? You have to look at it. To me, I look at it from what is it doing to individuals, right? How many people can afford to continue to live this way with these kind of prices right now? I spoke to my cousin, Saturday. Got her on the phone Saturday night. Her and I chatted a little bit. And she asked what I was doing. I was running to a store to go pick something up, some celery or something for my juice. And she said, oh, I can't do that at night. It's too late for me. I got to do my shopping earlier. I'm tired at night after working all week. She said, I went Friday after work. She's out early and on a Friday. And she said, I came home with 2 nights worth of meat, some vegetables, potatoes, stuff like that, and spent $268. She said, what the hell did I spend all that money on? I said, no, go figure, right? Absolutely go figure. Her son lives upstate New York in Nyack. She lives in Queens, right, Middle Village type area. And she had to go drive to see him with traffic on Friday. It was well over an hour. And she will tell you exactly what it's going to cost her for gas because she knows based on that. So when you look at food, when you look at gas, you look at cars, when you walk in the dealer and the dealer says, no, we don't take anything off sticker, but we do add to the sticker price. We had one dealer tell us $5,000 upcharge above the sticker price to buy a car from us. $5,000. Why? Because we can make more money on it. There's very little supply and a lot of demand, right? When you look at this right now, people can only afford to do this for so long. That's it. That's it. They can't. They just, people cannot. So whether you want to call it a recession or you want to call it inflation, you need to look at it and call a spade to me and say that pricing structure, the way it is today, is not sustainable. We cannot go on like this. We can't. Strong labor market is the big reason that they're saying, well, recession is probably not there. And yes, we still have that stronger labor market. Yes, we still have all this overage of product that we can't get out of a port. We don't have enough drivers to take it out of the port. I was watching about one of the ports where they said, we're not even letting the ships bring it in any longer. They've got to stay out to sea or else we will crush the port with all of the influx with very little going out. So it's got to sit out on the boat. We can't even bring it in, right? And there's just nothing they can do about it, right? To me, it looks as if pricing is a major issue for us. And the government telling you, look what we've done in the last little bit of how we've lowered the cost of gas is just someone talking out of both sides of their mouth. And guys, I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. The only way this ever works is, 1,000 politicians at the bottom of the sea. What do you call it? A good start, right? No matter what their mouths are moving, they're not telling the truth, right? Focus on what gas prices were and what gas prices are now. Yes, are there things that happened to cause some of that? Absolutely. Yes, there are some things. The war with Russia, absolutely a big part of it, right? Was that the whole reason that gas prices have gone up? Heck no. Heck no, right? And the federal government dropping taxes on it. New York State has dropped taxes on it, but they're short-term resolve, right? New Jersey refuses to drop taxes. They say, well, we've got programs in place, so we've got to pay for those programs, and that's the gas tax. Hold on a second. When gas was trading at $1.50 a gallon, and you were getting, 10%, we'll call it. I don't know. That's a 15-cent tax. Now it's trading at $4, $5 a gallon, at $5 a gallon, and you're getting 50 cents. Wait a second. How did that work? You were getting 15 cents before. Now you're getting 50 cents, and you can't give that money back to people in New Jersey? Why? Right? Why not? Again, politicians talking out both sides of their mouth. If we don't see pricing structure get fixed, whether you want to blame it on labor, you want to blame it on manufacturing, you want to blame it on whatever, COVID, doesn't matter. If we don't see a pricing structure get fixed where pricing comes down, to me, we are going to see major inflation, recession just around the corner, folks. But from a government standpoint, the way they measure, the Fed says we're not in a recession yet. Right? We've got to watch what the Fed does over the next couple of months to see where we're going next. They said it'd be a big push to try to have to make another major shift in our interest rates. It'd be a major push would have to happen for us to have to do that again. I don't know. I don't think we can do less than 3/4 the next time around. But I've been wrong before. Ask my wife, she'll tell you, right? She'll be the first one to tell you. Yes, he has been wrong before on more than one occasion. Okay. So is a recession imminent? I think it's around the corner, folks. It's just a matter of what pricing does. All right, let's see. Right. Brenda said, I want to see what the chart says. Recession or not, the chart will tell me what I need to do. Here's the most important part. I missed this. Brenda, your comment triggered it. Do you care from the market standpoint? I understand you may be spending more money. Listen, folks, if pricing goes up and we're in a recession and you get, overinflated pricing on things, am I not going to buy milk because of it or eggs because of it? The answer is no, I'm not. That's not going to cause it. Oh, there's some that's going to happen to, yes. But here's what I care about. That chart right there, that's Google. If Google goes up, I know how to trade it. If Google goes down, I know how to trade it. If they go sideways, I know how to trade it. You can make money regardless of what happens in the market. That's why learning this stuff is so important. That's why I try to drive it in your head. Any of you that ever been in a live event with me, I make a comment and I show it. It's kind of just a way that I move around when I do this. And I tell people, if you need help and you reach your hand out for help, I will grab your entire arm. And I say, for some, you just need a gentle nudge. And I love when someone just chimes out and goes, I need like a freaking bulldozer. See, I understand. And I know, like in Inner Circle, I know what I need to do with the students that are in there. I know how far Roman needs to be pushed, or Robert needs to be pushed, or Gilles, or Trip, or whomever, Patty needs to be pushed to take to that next level, because we work very closely together. Okay. For those of you that I don't see very often, don't work with very often, it's a lot harder for me to tell. That's where the live interactions are always better when we can. I like them better, the live classes, the live trainings. All right. Tripp said, Wall Street Journal article today about increase of number of people shopping for groceries at the dollar store. Yeah, absolutely. My wife came back and goes, oh my God, I didn't know they sold groceries at the dollar store. She was in Dollar Tree. She was picking up tablecloths for our engagement party for my daughter in a few weeks, right? And I didn't even know they sold groceries, and it was brand names. Like, I'm always afraid of the stuff in that store, and the dates weren't expired. And now the difference between most dollar stores and like a Dollar Tree goes to Hershey and say, how many Hershey Kisses can you put in a bag and sell to me for this price? I don't know the price. I'm going to make it up. 50 cents. Okay. How many can you sell to me for 50 cents? That I can then go ahead and put it on a shelf and sell it for $1, and it's now $1.25. But that I could sell it for $1.25, right? And Hershey comes back and says, well, I can put 15 pieces in there. And Dollar Tree goes, awesome, let's place an order for X, right? The average dollar store buys up extra. Same with food and all of that. But Dollar Tree is brilliant as a chain, right? They've got this negotiated corporately for purchase power. So it's a huge difference there. But you're right, Tripp, a lot of people doing it. Whoops. Robert said, Robert K, technical term when they want to charge 5K over sticker is next. I get you. You got to see our negotiation when my daughter was sitting there. She knew, sit there, don't talk. You don't say a word. When it came down to pricing, you say nothing. I did all the negotiating and saved her thousands of dollars of what this guy was trying to charge her. She said he could have told me it was $10,000 overpriced, and I would have said, okay. I said, yeah, don't worry, you're never going to buy a car on your own. I'll always be there to do it. Amen, Karen, amen. Tripp said, energy crisis plus food crisis plus economic crisis equals a rough few years or decades. Could be. Barry said, when the fundamentals push for recession, raising interest rates a reasonable amount will not bring it down. Exactly. They've got to push the envelope, because for us, recession is what? 3/4, right? So by the time you get enough data, the damage is done. And I understand they're not reacting sooner, but it's tough. Trader Will said, I've made 5 times more on Target since it dropped. Great job, Will. Great job. I love it. Jennifer said, I'm so excited because I believe that this is the way to live life instead of being in fear like so many. Yep, I agree. Jim said, recession, look at the daily chart of the SPX or SPX back in 2008. The current chart looks like some of the 2008 charts. Capitulation has not happened yet, but I feel it coming. Don't know when. Yeah, if we knew the when, Jim, it'd be a much different seminar, right? We'd be charging a lot more money if we knew when all of this was going to happen. But it happens. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You are right? Robert K said, maybe tell the guy, are you talking to me? Yeah. There you go, Robert. You're talking to me? Do you know who I know? Do you know who I am? Yeah, I've heard all of that stuff, right? All right, let's go take a quick look at a couple of candidates that you guys want to look at. So go ahead and drop them in. Brenda's got Qs. Let's see. All right. So a little bit of a climb on Qs. Let's see. 309 half. 320. So we'll just call it 10 by 24. That's 14. That's way too wide over there. All right. So we don't need to fib it there, Brenda. So that 309 half level is our support. We're in the middle of nowhere. You could drop a fib in there as a guide. We're in a bullish bias, but not true bull. But another day or two of this kind of move, and the 21 will cross up, put us in that true bull bias. So I like to pull back to that 310 level and the bounce, or for me, it's pivot points. Okay. Tripp's asking for Micron. I hope that helped, Brenda. And you. Listen, guys, I'm getting so freaking worked up. I'm sweating here. And it's 77 degrees in this office. It's cool. And I don't mean it's cool. I mean, it's cool in the room, right? We're going to go to the office today, but we've got a tenant in the building moving out and it's going to be noisy. So we decided to just stay here. Let's see. So on Micron, earnings are out back here on Micron. They're still in a neutral bias trip. So that move above 65 and then a retest and a bounce up to 68 half quarter is what I'd be looking for. Or a breakdown below the 21. So it's kind of in the middle right now. A new fib on Micron. I mean, it's not that old. We broke below, but we didn't close below the 618, the negative 618. So you could draw off of here, Trip. I just don't, unless it's bigger, and it might be. It doesn't seem it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. So you can do this one of two ways. You can just redraw another one, or I just duplicate it, put it there, and it's not any bigger. So, and I know I'm off a little bit, but I'm not off by that much. Right? So you could put it there, Trip, but for me, we don't have a reason yet. We got this bounce, so we're not going to use that bottom. That was a good bounce in there. Oh, that was Trader Will that asked about a new fib. Trip said, do we need a new fib on Qs? I don't know. Let's see. Did I miss it? Nope. Qs fib is good. So, okay. We closed below. Remember, that close below doesn't mean you have to put a new fib, but you start looking. With the move that we had, we're back in the range again of everything that was there. There's no reason if we try to draw off of this move down, we've already violated it. And we have nothing on the upside to draw from. So we don't have a better place to really draw at this point on Qs. That was you. No, well, Trip said, do we need a new fib on Qs, Brenda? You may have also, I didn't get that far down, but Trip had said it. Let's see. Robert said, GameStop after the split, implied volatility on options don't seem to be there anymore. Yeah, I wonder why, right? Jimmy, and guys, with our mega charts, if you see this S down here, right? If you hover over the S, it shows you a 4-for-1 split on 7-2, right? If we hit the letter U, it unsplits everything to show you back where it was before the split. Hit the U again, the way it was, and now the chart is extended all the way back in time, right to the beginning of time, as if everything had splitted back there. Splitted. Brooklynese slips out every once in a while. If everything was, if it had always been at those prices because of the split, okay? So when you look at what's going on here, I've got some fib lines that I probably want to get rid of the lines for now, not the fib, but the line itself, because they are, very extended out. I'm going to get rid of these blue lines. All right. If we look, you had this big move up and big move down, right? So the first move up completely was violated by the move down. So we're going to draw off of that bearish move. right? Which takes us from 50 down to 20. All right, let me go back over to Robert. You still holding on to your GameStop? I'm going to go back over here. So, folks, I look at Amazon, Google, Tesla, GameStop, Shopify, all these companies that are announcing splits, and they announce them. To me, a split is better served if you're announcing it when the market is bullish, not when it's bearish or neutralish, but you've got some clear direction there. And the reason for it is you're dealing with enough of change in price and reaction and all of that, that if you had a stock that was $2,000 and you did a 24-1 split and now you have shares at $100, right? It's a whole different ballgame where you're trading at. But when the market capitulates in there, vacillates, it's kind of yucked all over the place because you don't really have a direction in there. It's hard enough. But now you just take a stock like GameStop that was trading at $150 or so, and you split it down 4 ways, and now you're at a $35 stock. It's hard. It's hard to get 4 times that volume back into the same share day in and day out at that price. It just isn't there. What Robert said, implied volatility is gone. It's not surprising. The Reddits have gone away, right? And they're not, ooh, it's going up again. I mean, GameStop right now moves $2.50 a day. It's not like it was where you're moving $10 a day, right? 4 times that. So you definitely see that. But I'm with you, Robert. Yeah, you got 4 times. It's 4 times the amount now. Yeah, because of that split. All right, let's see. You're welcome, Will. Good, Brendan. You got the same fibs as me. That's excellent. That's excellent, right? Folks, listen, I don't know. What do you want? That's really what it is. What do you want this to do for you? Okay. We had a customer that was struggling, brand new. We've never met this person before. Was struggling. We went out of our way trying to help this person and spent hours. I'm talking about hours my team spent with this person to try to help them out, and sent an email in that said, hey, appreciate you, but I've changed my mind. I'm not going to trade anymore. Thank you. Goodbye. Like, what? Right? What do you want from the market? And this happened today. I got a call from Suzanne today to tell me about this person who I did something that I don't normally do for anybody and decided to help this retired police officer, right, out. And when it comes down to it, what do you want from the market? What do you want from your education? Are you here just to kick the tires and say, you know, I'm just here to learn a little bit. I don't really want to trade. I'm here for some knowledge. Awesome. You're welcome. By all means, stay. Right? Man, I'd love to do this. I don't know where to start. I don't know the how. Guys, there are ways and programs to help you with that. If you're in a position, in a place where you sit there and go, you know, I just don't know where to start. You know, I want to do this, but, right? Go over to tradinglikeaboss.com. Okay. Go over to 30 Days to Trading Success and watch that free training in there. What it takes in 30 days to help get you set free. Let me see. We got Miguel in here today. Let me see. Miguel is not here today. Right? How about? Nope, he's not here today. So we've got a couple of people that are regulars in here in Power Hour that have taken that 30-day training that I talk about in there. And guys, it is changed who they are as individuals, who they are as traders, right? One went from trading for years to finally trading profitable. The other one learned stuff before, and what he learned in just this free training, you know, superseded that what he spent years to learn in there. All right. So go here and spend, it's an hour, hour and a quarter in that training. Spend the time in this training and decide what you want to do. And then from there, if you are just uncertain what to do next, just absolutely uncertain where to go and what to do, here's what I want you to do. It logged me out. I've been logged in for too long. And that, oh no, my bad, it didn't log me out. So, and you'll hear him. I mean, there's Will sitting right there, right? Up in the front. Here's Roman, right? Guys, you're a brand new trader, click here. An intermediate trader, click here. An experienced professional, click here, right? Goal for every trader is to make money. That's the universal target, right? So here's a training workshop for free. All right, you got a couple of testimonials in there, right? Bottom line is, if you're at a point that you just don't know what to do next, you can book a strategy session with one of my team, and they can help walk you through what the next steps are for you. Right? Calendar is set up in there. It's all there. Just rock on it, guys. Just absolutely rock on it. Right? It doesn't matter what you want to do. You just have to decide what that is. We can help get you there. Do you want to just be that, I want to make enough money to pay for a new car payment every month? Great. We can help you with that. I want to retire from this. We can help you with that. We can help you with that. Right? My team can help get you there, but you've got to take that first step, folks. I can't do that for you. Yeah, slap. There you go, Will. Leslie said GME is cheaper price on stock, more attractive to younger people who play games, not traders. I agree. Yeah, Will said, I'm coming back in October. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you there, Will. We've got a training set up in October, folks, that is for Mastermind Group and Inner Circle. And that is going to be on a Friday, the 28th, I think it is. 27th, Brandon, if he hasn't already announced it to you guys, is doing a live training where he's not just talking futures. He's going to show you what his entire day looks like, how he trades futures, how he trades spreads on futures, and how he trades spreads on SPX, along with equities and so forth. In other words, what time of the day am I doing what? Brandon's going to share things with you at this live event that you've not seen anywhere before. Period. The end. You've not seen them before. Okay. So with that, it looks like we went over a little bit. So I hope it was worth it for you today. I hope you got some good things out of it. Make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you need to get yourself back to tradinglikeaboss.com on a regular basis and just immerse yourself in the various stuff we've got up there, guys. If you've never taken the fib training, take it. Take it. Just jump in. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you at our next update. Take care for now. Bye.